You and Caesar are heading back to the city tomorrow. Perhaps you should go to bed early today. Stepping into the room, flop onto the simple yet cozy bed. If Caesar's city tour around the corner, what should you do? Wise always complains of being tired during shopping. Would Caesar be up for that? You doze off before you realize it. After a period of time, you are awakened by the chirping of birds. Time to prepare to head back to New Eridu. Lucy should have Caesar sorted by now, right? Roxy, you're here. Lucy mentioned you're heading back to New Eridu to copy the data for the tour de Inferno. Been a huge help to the Sons of Caldion, so I want to return the favor. Let me be your assistant and bodyguard this time. Your backup is appreciated. Haha, no time to waste. Let's get started then. Alright, let's go. And Blazewood has been unlocked. A few hours later, at the Random Play store.
So this is where the famous Faithin lives and runs a video store.
Home sweet home.
That reminds me. Sometimes Lucy comes all the way to New Eridu just to see movies that feature her favorite stars.
Caesar, you haven't been to New Eridu much, have you?
When we do get business in the city, we get hold of temporary entry permits. But I rarely make the trip. I was born and raised in the Outer Ring. I still prefer a place that gives you the freedom to roam.
How about we explore the city today? I'll be your tour guide. We have some time while the data copies, and there's nothing else to do here while we wait.
All right, you're the boss.
What are we doing in the meantime, Proxy? A good way of relaxing in New Eridu. That would be the holiday default plan. Watching movies, drinking tea milk, and shopping. Though it's just what I personally default to. Caesar's a girl about my age, so she shouldn't be too opposed to this classic combo. Alright, let's take Caesar to Luminous Square. Time to go. And forget the old places just because we have new ones. And our car's not even here. Oh, cinemas in the city are huge. It's like a whole block. You also have cinemas in the Outer Ring? Yeah, but they're basically just large rooms with a video player. They aren't this impressive. We have open-air kinda drive-in cinemas too. On clear nights, bikers will roll in from miles to catch some awesome movies. Sometimes they even duke it out for a good spot. Didn't expect city cinemas to be so crowded though. Weird, it's not usually this crowded. That's when... Welcome to Gravity Cinema. We'll be showing award-winning movies this week with a unique theme every day. Today is all about thrillers with The Pork Peak, Attack on Cybers, The Big Hollow, and Coffee Mate available. Awesome, it's a thriller day today. Coming to the cinema was an awesome idea. Seems like there's an odd one out. We're talking about Coffee Mate, right? When it's labeled romantic comedy, it's today's pick for its hard racing effect. Most viewers' pulls will go wild. Oh, wait, hard racing? Really? Are you into this one, Caesar? Huh? No, not at all. It's a rare cinema trip, so let's just catch a thriller for kicks. Although I'm down for a thriller. Is Caesar trying to hide something? Sure thing. Checking tickets now. We still have empty seats for Attack on Cybers and Coffee Mate, so 2 Attack on Cybers tickets for you. Hold on a sec. Let's go for Coffee Mate. Huh? Belle, what's with the sudden change of heart? Gets your heart racing, right? Yeah, right. Now that you mention it, I'm kinda curious about this movie too. As I thought. This is the one Caesar actually wants to watch. Alright then, let's go for Coffee Mate. You watch Coffee Mate with Caesar, and after that... Seriously? Everyone, even the characters in the movie, tell that Angelina had a thing for Rob, right? But Rob just wouldn't believe it, almost leading to a misunderstanding. Oh, am I the only one who keeps babbling about the story? Feel like I've discovered a new side of Caesar. What's up, Belle? Why are you suddenly grinning at me like that? It's kinda weird. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, this movie makes you laugh out loud in the first half and then makes you fret over their relationships in the second. Really is a movie that gets your heart racing. And the best part, it leaves you with a warm feeling after. Thanks for taking me to watch this movie, Belle. So, where are we headed next? Let's grab a drink, my treat. At the tea shop. Fine, it's totally up to you, but you really need to consider this seriously. Catch you later. Yeah, I'll think about it. After that, the girl wearing glasses leaves. Hey, we'd like some tea milk. Hello, I think it's a bad time. Well, I'm sorry, I got a bit distracted there. Welcome to Richard T. Rich. Milk, Huh? Richard T. Milk? That name rings a bell. When Bernice and I swung by last time, she grabbed a drink from here and it took us ages to eat. Wait, eat? Are you sure it's this one? Yeah, Bernice said it was a rare journey to the city and that she was keen on uncovering the tea milk ingredients used in the city, so she ordered all the toppings on the menu to be added. Ah, you mean the lady on the motorbike, right? I remember her. I'm sorry, while we don't have a huge range of toppings, I should have explained what would happen if you added them all back then. I'm sorry for the terrible drink you had. No worries, it wasn't your fault, plus we had to queue up for a long time to get out of the city for a temporary inspection that day, and it saves us from starving. But today I'll go for a regular one. You and Caesar buy Coco's recommended tea milk, and then...
We've seen the movie and had our drinks. Where should we go next?
We've got some time to kill. How about we take a stroll nearby? There are nice shops in Lumina Square. We can stop whenever something catches our eye.
Okay, let's go.
Everyone, watch out! Stay away from that fugitive!
Across the street, a burly man charges through the crowd, followed by several flustered officers.
Uh-oh. That guy has a dangerous look in his eyes. Those guys chasing him don't stand a chance. Take care of yourself, Belle. I'll be right back.
Caesar rushes off before she's even finished speaking. A few minutes later, you manage to call her.
Hello, Belle?
Caesar, where are you? Are you okay?
Don't worry, I'm fine. I already caught the guy. Don't forget I'm even stronger than lighter. And besides, you weren't that concerned about me when I was dealing with Ethereals before.
Humans are sometimes more dangerous than Ethereals.
Wow, that's so old school. You sound just like Big Daddy. So, are you still nearby? I got totally turned around chasing him through the alleys. So, I'm a little lost right now. Give me a minute and I'll come to you. Hey, Belle, can you hear me?
Nope. Hey. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello? Ah, my phone's died. Got it ages ago at a yard sale. Looked fine back then, but now it's acting up. The Outer Ring has many dead zones for signals, so not having a phone isn't really a big deal, but now it's causing trouble. So, young lady, you managed to contact your friend yet? Oh, your phone is ancient. My daughter is your age and she changes hers out every year. Huh? Your outfit. You're from the Outer Ring, right? Huh? Is there an issue with that? I've got all the papers to enter the city. Oh, that's not what I meant. Most from the Outer Ring work in the Faunus Quarter, and it's rare to see one here. Thank you for your help, but next time when we public security officers ask citizens to steer clear, just stay put. It's too risky to dash into danger. But I'm not a citizen. I'm from the Outer Ring. You don't have a duty to protect me, do you? Technically, I guess, but you're still a kid in my eyes. It's only natural for adults to protect kids, you know? Yeah, don't sweat it. I've picked my fair share of butts, and I can't tell if my foe's up from a mile away. Speaking of, you're not nearly as tough as that fugitive. Have you considered he lured you into the LA to pick you off away from the crowd? Of course we have. Huh? So why did you? It was an emergency, and we had no backup. If he hadn't acted, he might have snatched an innocent citizen. To be honest, I didn't want to face him head on, but we had no other choice. For some reason, this officer reminds me of Old Man Grey-Crow, who retired a while back when I was like 10. Companion Hollow emerged, swallowing a few kids who were picking berries. He risked himself to rescue them, and it wrecked his health, but he always smirks whenever he mentions that incident. What's up, young lady? Nothing. I'm off to meet my friend. Take care of yourself. Goodbye, and thank you again for your help. It's all set now. Should go meet the proxy. Maybe I should check out that tea milk place first. No funny business. Seems she left. Excuse me, may I ask something? Hello? Oh, I'm sorry, I got distracted. Welcome to Richard Tea Milk, Rich. Oh, it's you again. Do you remember me? Do you know where my friend went? After you dashed across the bridge, your friend got worried and ran after you. Didn't you two meet up? No, and my phone's dead. Can you reach her at all? I see, I'm sorry for not being helpful. No sweat. I'll sort this out. Hey, you alright? You look distracted. Huh? How did you know? You've been zoning out. Is it because of that girl with glasses? Is she bullying you? No, she's not. She's just a friend trying to talk me out of my job. Huh? Talk you out of your job? I started working here, thinking I would enjoy some tasty tea milk while making a little cash on the side. But it's turned into more customer service than I thought. Dealing with people has never been my thing. I was wondering, if this job isn't my thing and the pay isn't great, why should I stick around if I just want to enjoy my tea milk? I'm sorry for venting. It must be tedious hearing about my worries, right? You're all good. If you're thinking of quitting, why hesitate? Because seeing customers happy with their drink, saying it's perfect in taste and temperature, it's fulfilling. I want to make drinks that bring relaxation to everyone. Thank you. I think I figured out something. I'll stick around here a bit longer. Don't mention it. I've just been chatting with you, but what you said made me realize something too. Oh, are you troubled too? Yeah, kinda. My friends have been worried about me. They even found an excuse to drag me into the city to help me unwind. They're experts at acting like nothing's happened. Sounds like you got great friends. Yeah, that's why I need to step up too. Oh, you said you got separated from your friend. How did you get here to Lumina Square? We rode on my trusty motorbike, of course. Oh, right. I'll just head to the parking lot and wait for her. Oh, thanks for the hint. I'm leaving. You're welcome. Come back again soon. That was a nice conversation. Also, that's a nice sunset, wow. Caesar, great, you're finally here. You asked me to wait at the T-Mask store for you. I still went to look for you, but by the time I found those PubSec officers, they told me you had already left. I couldn't contact you and I was afraid of losing you again, so I just stayed here. Sorry, it's all cause of my phone malfunctioning, but now that we're together, let's head back to 6th Street. Oh man, it's getting late. We really should get back. Too bad I didn't get the chance to go shopping with you. No worries. I actually had quite a meaningful time here. After a while, you return to random play with Caesar.
The data should have finished copying by now. And it's getting dark. Let's head back to the outer ring. Thanks for showing me around today. Seems like everywhere in New Eridu is just as busy as the old oil field's biggest market. Badger's Respite. So many strange and wonderful things. No wonder a lot of people from the outer ring want to live here.
Haven't you ever thought about it?
Haven't you ever thought about it, Caesar? With your skills, you could apply for citizenship.
Me? Never thought about it. Even now, being here in the city, I still feel like I belong in the outer ring.
Belle, it really is you. Long time no see. I saw the note on your door saying you'd be away for a while, but I didn't expect it to be this long. Chop told me he saw you were back, so I came over to check. How are you guys?
We're doing good. Thanks, Enzo. Just visiting friends for a few days.
I happen to be one of those friends. We'll take good care of Belle and Wise.
With such a friendly host, we neighbors can rest easy. I'll leave you to it. If you need anything, just drop by my store.
Is that guy your neighbor, Proxy? You seem close. I always heard people in the city aren't as close to one another. But from what I've seen today, people seem pretty friendly here too. You asked if I ever thought about living in the city. I guess with so many close friends in the outer ring, I've just never thought about leaving. So, if I want to really protect them, I can't do that.
Are you talking about becoming the Overlord?
Yeah, Proxy. I've been thinking a lot these past few days. Growing up with the stories of the Torrid Inferno, I always wanted to become the Overlord to prove I was the strongest. But being the Overlord is more than just being the strongest. Even though Pompey's men caused trouble, he stepped in and resolved the situation. He even took care of the problems in Blazewood and with the Sons of Caledon. I only just found out the reason the Overlord hadn't been seen for the past 6 months is because he had been working on negotiations with the other regions. I would have never thought of doing that. I didn't even know it was an option. When he laid out the terms, Lucy immediately saw the benefits of the new routes for the old oil field. But I only understood after she told me. Casa has been working tirelessly for the town, bearing the brunt of all the pressure. Compared to them, I still have a long way to go.
Realizing your shortcomings is the first step to becoming a better person. And you have your strengths too, Caesar. When you found those goods in the hollow, you didn't get angry. You let Casa take them out first. At the time, we all thought Casa had betrayed us. But you still thought of the town's residents first, worrying the items would be corrupted in the hollow.
I think anyone else would do the same, right? Making sure everyone has enough to eat is more important than my pride or my feelings.
I don't think anyone would.
But hearing you say that makes me feel a lot better. I might not be the smartest, but like a wild boar, once I set my sights on a target, I won't let up until I chase them down. Besides, I've got a great group of friends supporting me. Now it's time to focus on Torrid Inferno. Pompey is a great opponent. This time, we'll find out once and for all who's the best.
Had a blast today, Broxy. All thanks to you. Plus, chatting with you totally made me feel so much better. Awesome. Best of luck with the Tour de Inferno. Since we are done here, let's return to the outer ring. I'll wait for you at the parking lot. Meanwhile, somewhere in the old oil field district.
Boss, here's the new route distribution sheet. The newly expanded freight routes have been assigned to the Sons of Caledon as per your instructions.
Lucius.
Yes, put it there.
Boss, you've worked so hard for these new routes. Are you really going to just hand them over?
If it weren't for Moore stealing the intelligence, I wouldn't have had to go through all this trouble. By the way, Moores insists he acted alone.
What?
What do you think?
Well, boss, you know Moores was also thinking of our best interests.
You're giving me the answer to a question I never asked. But you don't seem too surprised by all this. Wanting to win isn't a bad thing. But since I'm the reigning overlord, we have to act with integrity. The Motor League's stability ensures the safety of the oil wells. If there's infighting, someone's going to get taken advantage of. By the way, I heard that you've had a lot of dealings with companies in the city lately.
That is absolutely untrue. It's just that we had some issues with the protective gear we arranged for the oil refinery. I had to find a way to handle it.
I hope so. Lucius, you're smart and ambitious, but always eager for immediate results. Don't let your cleverness backfire.
Yes, boss.
These documents never end. I've been feeling exhausted these days. Am I getting too old for this?
Not at all, boss. You've been talking about the Tour de Inferno a lot lately. You're clearly raring to go.
Well said. Caesar may have some potential, but she's not ready to replace me yet.
You're gonna put anything in that drink.
But boss, please don't overwork yourself for the next few days. After all,
Yeah.
for this grand event, you need to be in peak condition.
It's definitely gonna be problems. Everything is set for the Tour de Inferno, Bell. Caesar is looking sharp too. Competition's just around the corner, so if there's any last minute preparations needed, let's get it done ASAP. All set. Alright, let's rest up for the Tour de Inferno. Finally, the day of the Tour de Inferno arrives. The day. Caesar and the crew are already on the move for the kickoff. Well, let's link up with the HDD and get EOS started. The race from which a hero was born. Help the Sons of Caldeon achieve victory in the race. Calydon. I can't talk no more. Well, it's gotta be Piper again.
So sleepy.
I realize she's actually higher level than them. Old Oil Field District. Tour de Inferno starting point.
Alright, all you diesel-loving rascals, watching on TV, listening on the radio, and cheering live, gather around. It's your favorite gal, Jolly Jenny here. "30, 40, or even 50 years ago, a young man performed feel nervous.
Eos, why are you driving?
Do what you're good at, Proxy, and leave the rest to us.
What's that thing flying around?
Camera.
Good question. Eyes wide open and take a gander at this, folks. To give everyone a front row seat to this grand event, every tour at Inferno is filmed by drones. And this year, there's only an unprecedented 10-minute broadcast delay inside and outside the hollow. Enough chit-chat. Let's introduce this year's factions! Defending, we got the Vanquishers, Pompey, Lucius, and Mars! Challenging, we have the Sons of Paladon, Caesar, Lucy, and Lighter! The rules are simple. Charge into the hollow, reach Cinder Lake, and use the Spark Stone to blow up those pesky ether crystals. Whoever completes the ritual first will be crowned Overlord!
Overlord! The finals have been a long time coming. The showdown's gonna be a blast.
You're quite confident, little girl. Do your best and try not to bore me.
Alright, folks, take your positions. The Tour Inferno is officially on! The Vanquishers and the Sons of Caladon are neck and neck as they pass the fort. Can we expect an epic showdown in the hollow? Be careful, everyone. We're about to enter the hollow.
Cinder Glow Lake, here we come!
Is it just a race or are you allowed to attack each other? Wait. Okay. Use A and D to move left and right. Uh-huh. Hold the button to consume fuel and accelerate. While accelerating, you can safely push through obstacles on the road. I didn't expect to be driving. Press the dash button to perform a dodge, or dodge button to perform a dodge. Using dodge allows you to avoid obstacles on the road and safely push through obstacles on the road. Okay.
Alright, we're in the hollow. Everyone, follow this path down into the depths of the hollow. I'll monitor this route in real time.
Obstacles detected on the road ahead.
Piece of cake.
Warning. Dangerous buildings above the
Rush
road
past
ahead.
them!
You okay?
Not at all. My hair is full of sand.
That's what you get for being so slow!
There are more and more ether crystals around.
Ether concentration levels are up too. Be careful, everyone.
There's the fun in being careful if you can just speed everywhere.
Probably an oil refinery, right? Big Daddy told me this place used to be incredible. Oh, that was close.
Watch where you're going.
Warning. Fire detected on the road ahead.
Yeah, I see.
Warning. Dangerous buildings above the road ahead.
I'm not good with fire, apparently.
track. Really? Is that all you got?
Just focus on your driving, okay? Watch out, it's getting more narrow up ahead.
Sit tight, Proxy.
What's that sound? The ground's shaking.
Okay, I'm no longer in control.
Everyone,
Some moments later.
Proxy! Proxy! Wake up! Are you okay? Dang, that was quite an impact. Is your bang boo alright?
Fine.
I'm fine. How are you holding up?
I'm alright, just a few scratches. I'll live. The only problem is, it's just you and me now. Lucy and Lighter are missing. When the boulder fell, the ground gave way and collapsed, forming a massive hole. And when I woke up, we were here.
Master, due to the spatial distortion caused by the severe tremors, you have deviated from the planned route, recalculating your position. Additionally, before the rockfall, a significant release of energy was detected coming from both sides of the road. Please proceed with caution.
A significant release of energy? An explosion?
Yeah, this was a trap.
There were old oil facilities on that path. Did the explosion come from there? What's this? When we fell in here, I got covered in this glittery dust.
Dust.
Dust. Now that you mention it, Eos is covered in it too. Wait, isn't this stuff the ether powder left behind after a pure ether explosive goes off?
Belle, what did you just say? But the Outer Ring doesn't have advanced ether technology, and the city wouldn't sell such dangerous tech to the Outer Ring. So how did it get here?
Lucius.
Since we found this stuff, it proves it wasn't an accident. Someone sabotaged us.
What? Who did this? Couldn't be the Vanquishers, could it? But when we were at the starting line, Pompey told me to give it my all and give him a proper challenge. He seemed eager to compete. How could he stoop so low?
Caesar, although we can't jump to conclusions, with an incident as serious as this, there's no way today's race can continue as planned. The drone should have gotten it all on camera. Bernice is watching the race. We have to tell her the truth and get her to call it off.
Understood, Second Assistant. Connecting you now.
Oh hey, Proxy, it's you! What are you calling me for? Everything looks to be going smoothly in the Hollow, and we haven't encountered any battles so far.
Huh? Bernice, didn't you see what just happened?
What? Did something happen?
Belle, something's wrong. Ferry says the footage being broadcast has been tampered with. It's not just ours. Even the footage of the Overlord is fake. The footage from both sides has been swapped out. I don't think this is just about stopping us from winning the Tour d'Inferno.
Yeah, their actions suggest they aren't worried about getting exposed later. And there's ether explosives appearing where they shouldn't be in the Outer Ring. Could they be targeting Cinder Lake?
Are you saying Cinder Lake might be in danger?
Yes, I think Belle's guess makes sense.
Caesar, you're the leader of the Sons of Caledon and our client. So what's the plan? We can try to get out of the Hollow right now and tell everyone about what happened. Or
You're stating the obvious, Proxy. We're heading to Cinder Lake. We can't just sit back and watch. As long as we can protect Cinder Lake, we'll figure the rest out.
understood, Caesar. Phaethon will respect and follow your decision.
Wait. What are you all talking about? It sounds like something crazy happened, but it doesn't make any sense.
Don't worry, Bernice. I'll explain everything to you later. Belle, Caesar, you two should get going. You've got to regroup with Lighter and Lucy.
A couple of minutes later, you and Caesar manage to return to the surface.
Let's go, Proxy. We don't have much time.
Biosignals detected in the area ahead.
Ugh, there's no end to these things!
It's Lucy's voice. Let's hurry. Take a break, Piper. Let me at him.
Buckle up!
Still boxes around.
I have arrived.
Caesar and the Proxy! Seriously? What took you so long?
Are you guys all right?
Boss, don't worry. We're fine. But the collapse just now was not normal. Seems like it was caused by ether explosives.
That's the conclusion we came to, too. Looks like someone is trying to harm Cinder Lake. We have to get there fast.
Wait, if you're going to Cinder Lake, you need a bike.
Note, I've already detected the coordinates of 3 motorbikes.
That's great news. Proxy, take us there now.
More biking, more boxing. Those are really easy to miss if you don't look for them.
One step further! Victory's mine!
We're just getting...
Direct hit!
Not even close!
This way. There's a spatial fissure nearby.
Biosignals detected nearby.
Let's go take a look.
Soon after, Caesar and the others quietly approached the figure.
It's Morse! That's weird. Why isn't he with the Overlord and the others?
Boss, that guy just now was holding a pair of binoculars. He seemed to be looking at something at the foot of the mountain. It's where the explosion happened.
At this moment, Morse's communicator sounds.
Moors, what's your status? Have you seen the Sons of Caledon? Where have they gone to?
Reporting in, boss. I've been monitoring their route as instructed, but I still haven't seen any sign of them yet.
Right behind you.
Still haven't seen them. Those young'uns know how to handle themselves. Now that they're facing some real trouble, they can't take it.
Meanwhile, you were getting the effects of that drink, I guess.
Boss? You okay?
Moors, of course the Overlord is fine. Didn't you see him cut down those Ethereals just now with a single slash?
Lucius, enough trying to suck up to me. After all these years with me, you still haven't gotten over those bad habits of yours. Turning tail and running at the first sign of danger, and underestimating your enemies when victory's within reach. As a biker and second in command of the Vanquishers, you aren't fit to lead with that attitude.
Boss, I get what you're saying. I've always been slow to learn. If it wasn't for you, I would never have even seen the shadow of Cinder Lake.
Enough. In the past, you would have fled at the mention of the Tour de Inferno, but now you've insisted on coming along. That counts as progress.
Or as suspicious.
Moors, keep an eye on the Sons of Caledon. We aren't far from Cinder Lake.
Not good. The Vanquishers are way ahead of us.
But by the sounds of it, Pompey knew nothing about the explosion.
Is it just me, or does something feel off about that Moors guy? The explosion at the foot of the mountain just now caused a huge landslide. You can see the rising smoke and dust from here, even without binoculars.
Proxy, you're onto something. Seeing something like that would usually cause alarm. Even if Moors was sent to spy on us. It's still weird that he didn't even mention this to the Overlord.
Hey, Caesar, pipe down!
Huh? Who's there?
Who could it possibly be?
Time to surrender.
Not gonna happen. Tremble before me.
Gotta say, I really like that we are getting so many unique enemies or bosses in this chapter.
The brave fear nothing.
This one! No! This isn't good. He's trying to get away!
He did, despite being in a combo.
Moors, you coward!
Boss, he escaped through the fissure.
Morris must have had something to do with the explosion back there. I got a bad feeling about this.
Now's not the time for this. Focus on dealing with the Ethereals in front of us.
This one's a real crowd pleaser.
Cinderglow Lake to the Inferno finish line.
The Sons of Caledon talked a big game about having a showdown, but this has been disappointingly dull.
Boss, you might have a soft spot for that Caesar, but it's their own fault for being so useless.
But dull can be a good thing. At least we won't have to worry about Cinder Lake for a few years.
That's not good, is it?
What's with all these ether crystals coming out of nowhere?
The ether aggregation catalyst can accelerate the crystallization of free-floating ether particles. This is tech developed by City Enterprises to increase ether production, and it works wonders in the unique environment of Cinder Lake.
Lucius, do you mean you...
That's right, Pompey. I've replaced your spark stone. Cinder Lake will be completely extinguished soon. Oh, and one more thing I almost forgot to mention. When using this catalyst, the nearby ether concentration will skyrocket. Especially for those with a weak aptitude for ether. It will have serious consequences.
Lucius, how dare you? You won't get away with this!
How dare you give me another scar! You monster! Despite being so corrupted, you still have this much strength!
To think I ever had such high hopes for you. I was blind! Do you understand the impact of colluding with the city's ether companies? What it'll do to this place?
Did you really think we all shared your old-fashioned ideals of freedom and morality, boss? The weak and the worthless have no place in this age. With the power of ether, I will establish a new order in this leaderless outer ring. A kingdom completely under my control! What is it?
Boss, we found the Sons of Caledon. They're about to reach Cinder Lake.
What? All those explosives didn't take them out? We have to retreat for now. Seeing Cinder Lake snuffed out would have been a 90, but now it's down to a 60. Sorry, boss. Time to say goodbye. At least you'll be out of your misery. Wait a minute. I just remembered. Weren't you disappointed you couldn't face the Sons of Caledon in a final showdown?
Oh, don't make us fight him.
Warning. A significant increase in ether concentration near Cinderglow Lake has been detected.
What? What's going on?
There aren't any cameras near Cinder Lake, so we can't be sure. But it's definitely not a good sign.
Damn. Does that mean we're too late?
No matter what, Lucy. We have to get there as fast as we can. Proxy, where are our bikes?
The Fisher took them to a place not too far away. Come with me.
All friends on the way.
Mary, how's the situation at Cinder Lake looking?
Rising ether concentration levels detected. I have also detected that Cinder Lake's heat signature is shrinking.
I knew it! Cinder Lake is in trouble.
We're almost there. Our rides are up ahead.
Press down.
Full throttle!
Only champions make history.
Yeah! Healing session, fire up!
Thank goodness, my old buddy's still good to go. Lucy lighter? Oh, you're right, holding up. The wheels are a bit wonky. They are hanging in there. Mine's good too. Alright, let's roll out. Some moments later.
We're almost there. Cinder Lake is just ahead. Caesar, that's...
Old man! Hang in there!
The corruption is too severe.
Caesar! Something's wrong with Cinder Lake! There are ether crystals everywhere! What on earth happened here?
It's Lucius. He betrayed me.
We'll get you out now! We can deal with the rest
There's
later!
no time. Caesar, listen. You must protect Cinder Lake.
Oh man!
This is really cool, but also really sad.
He's completely turned into an Ethereal.
Damn it! This is all Lucius is doing! He's the one conspiring with the Ether Corporation to extinguish Cinder Lake!
That's right. So long as the oil runs out, he'll do whatever he pleases.
I'm cruising now.
Warning. Rising ether activity detected.
What?
You're so young and nimble.
Phase 2?
Attack mode has changed. Watch out, everyone.
Away, old man! If this keeps up,
The enemy is exhausted. Hold on a little longer.
are you guys okay?
Caesar, don't worry about us. Just think about winning. This is the only way for the Overlord to rest in peace.
Understood. Leave it to me.
Oh, that did a lot of damage. I should be more careful.
Nothing to it. Victory is in sight.
I'll win it. End of story.
One step further.
Whoa! What now?
Look out!
Press down.
Full throttle! That's all you've got!
Stop the raging blade!
Home run! Now! Take! Come on, just a bit more! I'm here. I'm fine.
We finally did it. But Cinder Lake, in a few minutes, it'll be completely extinguished.
How ironic. Even with the Sparkstone, it's too far away. There's nothing we can do.
Without oil, what does Lucius plan to do with the old oil field?
Unless a miracle happens.
Huh?
I'll get the Sparkstone there.
What? Wait, no. Caesar, you can't mean...
Caesar! Have you lost your mind? You'll die! Caesar! Caesar! If we can't stay here, we'll just leave!
You're right, Lucy. Even without oil, we can still make a living somewhere else. But what about the people who don't have a choice? I'm sorry, but this is what I have to do. Don't look at me like that, because I'll start to feel afraid. Caesar, you...
Wait, there's an abnormal spatial fluctuation nearby. It's like something is coming our way.
It's not over yet. Where is it?
Yo, we meet again.
So history repeats itself. Amazing. So I guess that's how he originally survived as well. Because there's a convenient spatial fluctuation right there. Three days later.
Belle, everything's packed. We're ready to head back home.
Proxy! Good thing you haven't left. I almost missed seeing you off.
Caesar, I told you. Shouldn't have rushed over here.
Everything that's happened in the old oil field, you need to be there to keep things under wraps, says no voice actor.
I told you I'm just the acting overlord. That day, even though Pompey threw in the Sparkstone that was replaced by Lucius, he was the first one to reach the finish line. The overlord title should be his.
Caesar, speaking of Lucius, any news on his whereabouts?
Nothing yet. We haven't found his man Moors either. That no-good snake. We sent Bernice and Piper to cut him off, but he got away. Looking through the stuff he left behind, we found evidence that he was colluding with an ether corporation in the city, combined with EOS's recordings that day. The old oilfield bikers are well aware of what he did. Proxy, I didn't get to thank you after leaving the Hollow. We saved Cinder Lake thanks to you.
Couldn't have done it without you, Caesar. When Cinder Lake was about to go out, I almost gave up hope. All I could do was watch as you rode away, getting further and further from us.
Hey, don't get emotional on me. I was saved by the fissure hidden under the vent. Isn't it crazy how that went down?
Real crazy.
A friend who's an expert on this said that due to the complex air currents around the fissure, ether particles are unable to stabilize, preventing it from being sealed off. Due to the balance between the natural gas and the ether particles, the fissure won't be moving anywhere. It's probably been there for decades.
Will she understand that?
Diving into the fiery sea, the hero returns valiantly. When the first overlord reached the lake, maybe that's where he jumped in too.
Who'd have thought the legend of the first overlord was true? Well, this was an unexpected discovery.
People back then didn't know about the fissure, and the first overlord probably forgot what happened to him. So that's where the divine intervention part of the legend came from.
True, but isn't the existence of a fissure right in the middle of Cinder Lake already pretty divine intervention-y?
Yep.
Do you remember what happened after you fell into the fissure?
Parts of it, but it's hazy. I thought I was done for. In the darkness, I thought I would lose consciousness pretty quickly. But I could feel every part of the overwhelming pressure as I passed through the fissure. Then, I saw a light in the darkness and instinctively pulled back on the throttle and sped towards it. Next thing, I came out right on top of you all.
It was unbelievable. After you said, "We meet again," the next thing out of your mouth was, "Lucy, if I die, the Sons of Caledon are yours."
She's always had her eye on taking over as the leader of the Sons of Caledon. And in that moment, I suddenly realized that I'd never made that clear before. I thought she'd be relieved, but that lunatic jumped up, shouted, "I don't want your leftovers!" and straight up slapped me in the face.
It's your fault for saying that. Lucy was still crying when we left the hollow.
Yeah, Lucy was really scared I would die. But now everything's fine. Both me and Cinder Lake. Since you're heading back to the city, let me give you something as a memento.
Hey.
Oh, it's a sunflint.
Yeah, all of the Sons of Caledon chipped in. It's a shame I didn't have time to help with the weaving. I just drew the design in the middle.
It's a very meaningful gift.
It means a lot. I love it.
You're always welcome in the Outer Ring, Proxy. May you rise from the ashes.
When one feels bummed out about you leaving, Proxy, why not go and say goodbye? Big Daddy heard about what happened with the Tour de Inferno, and over to help me hold down the fort. He's eager to meet you too. Everything else on your mind, Proxy? About the old oil field's current situation. Big Daddy said we'll be in for a rough patch. While the oil's flowing smooth, the vanquishers might go a bit wild with Old Man Pompey gone. You've got to stay sharp. Plus, I know I'm not exactly cut out to be an overlord. We're all in this together. Ha, thanks. Old Man Pompey has sealed the deal with the other districts. I won't let his efforts go to waste. About Pearlman. Well, he's been improving these days, but he's not fully conscious yet, or able to chat. But don't worry, I'll give you the heads up once he's ready to talk. Thanks. And no worries. Let's stay in touch, Proxy. We'll be missing you. You're heading back to the city, Proxy. Thanks for all your work these days. You youngsters are always buzzing with energy. Hope we'll work together again. Where have you been lately? Ah, that's sweet. You've been keeping little old me in mind. I've been on the road, delivering messages and all. The incident during the Tour de Inferno and Pompey gone. I need to clear the air before anyone starts spreading rumors. But Lucy ain't nearly as caring as you. She made me visit all the settlements and towns within a week. I'm exhausted. You've only been away for 3 days, right? Ah, yeah, don't worry. I've handled it already. Little old me ain't the same clumsy girl from back in the day. Just wanted to come back in time to say goodbye in person. Thank you for traveling all the way back. We're friends, right? Back has got a bit of proper farewell. What do you plan on doing next? Well, I'll be tied up for a bit. Caesar's all about honoring Pompey's and opening new roads ASAP. Looks like little old me will be hitting the road again. Retirement will have to wait, I suppose. But hey, when the young guns need me, I'll be there. That's the spirit, Senor Piper. Stop teasing me. You'll make this old tracker blush. Yep, see ya. Oh, hey. Big Daddy. Hello, sir. Hey, skip the formalities, kid. Just an old biker here, glad to have some young blood around. I never saw this coming before the Tour de Inferno. I thought Caesar needed more life lessons before she'd really understand, but kids grow up fast, huh? I'd be happy if you were willing to chat with this old man. Not yet. You used to lead the Sons of Caldeon? That's right, I'm retired now, just handling some business stuff. But at the moment, those kids could use a hand. Not because they are lacking strength or smarts, but because they've got to deal with some real dim bulbs. To make things easier, I'll step in to clear the air a bit. Don't talk like a typical outer ringer. Don't go tagging stereotypes on outer ringers, my friend. We're a mixed bag from all walks of life. But you're right about one thing though. I'm not a native of the Outer Ring. I am from Eridu. However, I've accepted the Outer Ring as my home since Hollow Zero swallowed Eridu. Excuse me. No worries, my young friend. Sure, you've got your own stuff to handle. Anyone downstairs? Why do kids always want to move into the city? Let's chill out here in the Outer Ring. Just chase after novelty. Once they had enough of the city, they'll all come crawling back. Nobody import down here. We're missing Bernice, Lucy. Old man. And will I be able to taste that familiar flavor again? Headed back to New Eridu already, Poxy. Safe travels. Where are you headed next? Back to our camp at the freight station. You were curious about our camp, Proxy. Why not tag along? I'd love to join, but I've got to look after my video store. Oh, almost forgot. Stay here too long and your bang boo at home will worry. What's more, your heart's with New Eridu, Proxy, just as we are with the Outer Ring. Swing by our video store next time. Sure, let's hit the drink shop together. When I went with Caesar last time, they were putting food in the drinks. Oh, we'll be throwing a party to celebrate the Sons of Caldeon taking the throne. Don't forget to swing by. I definitely will be there. Really? Then I'll go tell Caesar. You gotta come, okay? Catch you later, Bernice. Literally. If Gotcha has anything to say about it. Oh yeah, lighter, also. You going, Proxy? Safe journey back. Say hello to my dear predecessor and brother for me if you get the chance. Tell him I'm free for a duel anytime. What are you planning to do next, Lighter? Well. The Motor League may recognize the boss as Overlord on the surface, but there's gonna be some who aren't willing to accept it. If they decide to kick up a fuss, I'll be there to teach them how to keep their trap shut. But of course, don't tell the boss about that. Responsibilities of being Overlord is already making her lose enough sleep as it is. Don't expect you to be so thoughtful. I'm getting paid, so of course I gotta take a load off my boss's shoulder for her. Plus, recently I've been thinking, it wouldn't be too bad to just stay with the Sons of Caldeon as a biker. Boss is truly a leader worth following. Nothing like how I was back then. Back then? Nah, it's nothing. Your backstory, still incoming, I see. So that person you want to duel is Billy. Yeah, I heard you too often. and head into hollows together. You probably already noticed that his combat skills aren't something just anyone can master. You could say he's practically born for battle. Or built. Really, I don't see it. Heh, looks like my bro's been doing a good job of hiding his edge. Perhaps to him he's already got the life of his dreams. Will we get a better Billy eventually? Like an S-rank Billy. Well, I'm off. See you around. Are you heading back, Proxy? We aced the tour de Inferno all thanks to you. Seriously, how much do I need to pay to recruit you into the Sons of Calydon? No more jokes. Safe travels. What, gonna go back to take a look, Lucy? Back to New Eridu? Or back to my home? I'll go to New Eridu when the opportunity arises. After all, I'm the one handling business for the Sons of Calydon in the city. Plus, I need to pick up some clothes and makeup. As for my home, my dad still hasn't given up looking for me. He's reported me missing to public security and plastered wanted posters everywhere. Since he's so into this whole find me game, playing along with him could be fun, don't you think? How are you doing with Caesar? What? Did she complain to you? Still mad about that slap? Caesar's realized her slip up. Couldn't care less about what that boar thinks. But for now, Sons of Calydon will put personal grudges aside. Caesar needs to solidify her position as the new overlord. Big Daddy and I will bring her around. She'll adjust to her new role quickly. Lighter knows what to do if things get messy. We've got everything covered. I'm leaving. Take care. Thanks. See ya. And that should be all. We head out, Belle? Let's head home. Caesar mentioned they take us near New Eridu, so we just need to focus on driving. The car window seems like an endless scroll painting. With the car's movement and bumps, the desolation of the outer ring slowly turns into the colors of New Eridu.
I can't see Caesar and the others in the rearview mirror anymore. That must mean we've almost left the outer ring.
Mr. Wise, leave looking around to me and keep your eyes on the road. But it was nice of Caesar and the gang to escort us all the way to the edge of the outer ring.
It feels like Cinder Lake was just about to go out, and now we're driving home listening to music. It seems almost like a dream.
Good music too.
What's wrong, Wise? You sound a little emotional.
That was a very emotional goodbye, and an even more emotional final cutscene.
Although we could only prove the fissure in Cinder Lake exists from its effects, apart from Caesar's bold gamble, there really was no other way to save it. But seeing Caesar fall, that helpless feeling, I never thought I'd go through it again.
Again?
Just like that time.
Wise.
Belle? You really have to admit we're family in moments like this. We must be thinking the same thing. This is the edge of the city. Eos and Ferry are here too. It's time.
Suddenly turning the steering wheel, the random play service vehicle turns onto a road away from the main avenue.
Second assistant, you have deviated from your course. Recalculating a new route home.
Don't worry, Ferry. We're going the right way. The road we're taking now is the real way home.
Car follows the city edge, heading into quieter and quieter areas. The road signs show fewer route options as they go, eventually leaving only one destination. Towards the ruins of the old capital, at the edge of the chasm.
We're here. Let's go up.
Come on, Eos. Don't forget your scarf.
It feels like we haven't been back in a long time, Belle.
That's a real nice picture.
Fairy, do you know where this is?
Search complete. This is the center of the chasm at the edge of New Eridu. The chasm, which preceded New Eridu, was the product of the large uncontrolled hollow disaster in Eridu, often called the fall of the old capital. To deal with the out-of-control Hollow Zero during the fall of the old capital, Eridu's leaders at the time detonated the 14 Shiryu pillars from the southwest to the northeast. The power of the explosion sparked a strong geological chain reaction, bringing about the formation of the chasm.
That's right. There's nothing in the chasm that can be corrupted, so Hollow Zero can't convert more etheric energy to expand, which prevents it from getting out of control.
New Eridu could only be built because of it. Without it, if you keep driving from here, you'll end up on the road to the northern side of Eridu, which is really close to the throne quarter. Within 10 minutes, you'll come upon a massive statue.
That belongs to the White Star Institute. Turning left before the statue takes you to the former main road number 7 of the Minerva Quarter. On the left side of the road were all the old civilization antique shops that Wise liked to go to. He was just a kid back then, and always fell for fake antiques.
And on the right side of the road were all the dessert shops and snack stores that Belle loved. I couldn't resist Belle's whining and ended up buying more treats than she could ever finish.
I couldn't finish them? As soon as any snacks were placed on the table, everyone would grab them up within a minute. Or have you forgotten?
How could I forget? So, at the end of main road number 7, after you pass 3 security gates, you'll see a beautiful building.
Our teacher is right there. She'll be at the entrance with Eos, waiting for us. She always liked to stand to the right of the building's plaque.
The Helios Academy. That's our real home. It's there now as well, just across the chasm, deep inside Hollow Zero, under the rubble of the old capital's ruins.
Teacher, we're back. It's been a while this time, and a lot's happened.
The wind carries away unfinished words. Wise picks up Eos, approaches the protective fence. The bamboo stretches out a small hand and ties a red scarf to the metal net. The colorful cloth dances in the wind.
Master, second assistant, please allow me to express my condolences for the significant individual who has passed away. Should you wish, I can search for her name and accurately determine her location on the memorial monument.
Carol Arna.
That name was not found in the database of victims from the fall of the old capital. Only one matching result was found in the related information. Resulted in the uncontrollable Hollow Zero, leading to the great tragedy of the fall of the city. The main culprit, Senior Research Director Carol Arna of the Helios Academy, along with others involved, will forever be etched on the Pillar of Shame.
Oof.
Speculation. The name provided earlier was incorrect, or the matching information belongs to another person with the same name.
No, it's no mistake. The person officially responsible for the fall of the old capital is Carol Arna.
She was our teacher.
She taught us, raised us. The HDD system and EOS are among her many achievements. She also saved us when the old capital fell. Fairy, didn't you ask us why we wanted to investigate Hollow Zero? This is our reason.
We became proxies so we could collect enough observation data to one day head back to where Helios Academy once stood, deep in Hollow Zero.
We're confident that if there are clues anywhere, it's got to be there.
Belle and I are prepared to swear on our lives that our teacher isn't the one responsible. We have to uncover the truth about the fall of the old capital and clear our teacher's name. She's innocent, because...
Warning, an unknown entity has been detected nearby.
Huh? Now? Who would come here?
Oh. Unexpected.
You're the head of Section 6, Hoshimi Miyabi.
That's correct. And you're the leaders of the independent investigation team with the exceptional guide rainbow. I did not anticipate being bested by you.
We're honored you remember us. But being bested by us, what do you mean?
I am training to be the first to reach the Chasm Memorial. I would like to spend some more time with her, alone.
Yeah, we go straight to the monument, the protective fence, and softly touches one of the names inscribed on its surface.
So you're here to pay your respects to the deceased too?
Yes, my mother.
My condolences. I hope you can find peace soon.
Thank you, but I don't intend to find peace.
You don't want to find peace?
Indeed. I shall not seek peace until all those responsible for the fall of the old capital are apprehended.
She looks over with a piercing gaze, as if something quietly burns within the depths of her crimson pupils.
I'll catch them all. None will escape me.
I think we might be enemies. That night, with the dust settled, all we have to do now is wait for Pearlman to wake up. According to our estimations, the mastermind behind Pearlman wants the sacrifice hidden in the monument. The activity from the sacrifice can cause disruptions to the smart crystalline lens. Could the sacrifice have something to do with Helios Academy? How do the mastermind, the monster, and the fall of the old capital tie together? We're inching closer to the truth. We've got to stay cautious. Yeah, our enemy attacked public security officers and even hijacked the court airship. They're not someone for us proxies to handle alone. Luckily, we've got some solid allies. Absolutely. Cunning Hairs, Bellowalk Heavy Industries, Victoria Housekeeping, Sons of Calydon, and maybe even Shu Yuan and Xing Yi. With them on our side, we're not doing this solo anymore. Second Assistant, you forgot to mention the most reliable and powerful AI companion in all of New Eridu. How could I forget about you, Fairy? Thanks for your trust, Master. I'm here to help as always. Alright now, no need to forswear loyalty in front of me. It's late now, and I've got the store to open tomorrow. Let's just go get some sleep. Nightwise. As soon as you see the bed, all the exhaustion from the past days hits you like a truck. Piper is driving. You settle in and close your eyes. For today, you hardly ever talked about what happened back then, not even between you and your sibling. The memories are fresh, like, teacher, we have already. It's morning already. You might have dreamt, but it's all a blur now. A fresh day ahead after a good rest. Just relax, little guys, no need to worry. Why are you being all sneaky, Wise? Morning, Bell. When 18 opened the store earlier, there was a bunch of hand people outside, almost made me jump. Hand people? They looked chill, like they just finished a mission. Now I'm really curious about the details of the operation. Me too. If you want me to check it out, just say so. Could you do me a favor and check it out, dear sis? Gotta hand it to them. Oh my, as expected of Section 6 elites, you really took down Null Face in one fell swoop. Come on in, have some noodles. 20% off for all of you. The media tends to exaggerate things, thanks to you. But thank you for the generous offer. We'll gladly accept it. Alright everyone, once you're done eating, let's wrap things up here. It was a sudden situation, it's been a long day. My apologies. Please head home and get some good rest. Section 6 will handle the reports. Just drop off a leave request and your operation receipt in the office tomorrow. Oh, going on a mission with Nagi is awesome. Free dinner and no paperwork. Too kind, Deputy Chief. I heard Section 5 is still out there chasing leads, but we're looking out already. All thanks to you. Soon, the HSO support crew disperses. You are? It's been a while, Deputy Chief. Oh, it's you. Sorry, didn't recognize you at first. I remember you. You're the captain of the independent investigation team during the Hollow Zero mission. Your bamboo helped us a lot. Thank you. Just happened to be able to help. No need to be so modest. I've heard that your team has been pretty active in Hollow Zero lately. The outpost administrators have nothing but praise for you. Small world running into you here. You and your sibling run the video store down the street, right? Have I mentioned that before? Hope that wasn't too forward. I got an intel for Section 6, so it's my job to know my partners well. I apologize if that made you uncomfortable. It's okay. It's all part of working on important operations. So, can I have a little compensation? Compensation, huh? Alright, if it's within my power. How about getting a membership with us? That's it? I thought I'd be saying goodbye to my paycheck this month. Just kidding. Sure, by the way, I have some time off today, so maybe I should rent a videotape. What a nice little store. You've got a great collection. Do you like my recommendation? Pulled an all-nighter working last night and I'm still feeling the grind. A movie to unwind my brain would be perfect. You want to watch a comedy? Like Small Body Big Crisis? Bob woke up as an old bamboo in a scrapyard. In order to return to his own body, he embarked on a tumultuous journey. Ah! What's wrong? You don't like it? Oh, just remembered. After I borrowed your bamboo last time, our department upgraded the system for the standard models. We've got to fill out the evaluation forms by tomorrow. I need to remind Harumasa that the form isn't multiple choice this time. He'll get busted if he lets a bamboo fill it out again. Oops, got distracted by work again. Too many bamboo in this movie. It's triggering my workaholism. I better look for something different. How about some restaurant tour show, like the Eridu tour? Sounds good. Watching people eat triggers a dopamine release in the brain. And Chief will be taking care of the girl I'm living with, so I don't have to worry about her getting hungry after watching the show. Oh, maybe I'll even find a perfect spot for the get-together with Section 5 next month. Wait, you're talking about work again. Oops, sorry. The last gathering I had to keep the conversation going with 100 lines an hour to avoid awkward silences. I'm already tired just thinking about it. Forget the gathering now. Maybe the reader tour is not for you. Oh, what's with the We Need You videotape manager? I've got a lot of these tapes in your store. Is it popular? Just a collection of job ads. Do some offbeat stuff. Just some offbeat stuff from the supplier for free. Jobs for all sorts in New Eridu. Every gig under the sun. This might be useful for Section 6. What would you need this for? We've been getting a lot of attention lately. The Chief and the others have quite a fan base. Resumes are flying in for people trying to get closer to them, and it's even clogging up the shredder in our office. Great, I'll rent this one. If it's good, we'll play it on repeat in the interview waiting room. For work? Again? Well, not entirely. It would be fun to imagine a fresh start while watching job ads. Even an elite in a Section 6 like you has other career dreams. Running a gooseberry farm with Iron Maid or something like that. That's an oddly specific dream. Is it from the videotape too? Well, it's hard to say no to the retirement benefits at Section 6, but joining hand wasn't my first choice. Oops, time flies when we talk. The metro's going to be packed soon. Can you check me out, please? After registering a membership for Yanagi and sending her off. Was there a customer bell? Why is "we need you" here on the counter? Oh no, she forgot the videotape. Huh? Who? I guess even Deputy Chief Tsukishiro forgets things too. She's off to the Metro Bell. Maybe you can still catch up. Are we gonna see something we are not supposed to see by following? Or where is this going? I mean, it's clearly building up to Section 6 being the next group we're gonna visit or get acquainted with. Huh? Manager, what are you doing here? Whew, barely made it. You forgot your videotape. Videotape? Oh, I completely forgot about it after getting the membership card. Thank you for bringing it to me. It's just that chatting with you made me feel totally relaxed. Well, being part of Section 6, I can't afford to let my guard down, even off duty. Who knows, you might actually be a dangerous person. No, I'm not. Just kidding. Anyway, I'm glad I visited your store today. Bye, manager. I'll be stopping by more often. If we meet in Hollow Zero, I'll be happy to work with you. Thank you, manager. The train's almost here. You should head home. Oh, and that's just it, huh? Ending without much fanfare. Well, that was quite exciting, I must say. A hero is born. Indeed. Outer Ring Speed Legend, the race from which a hero was born. Complete the hollow section within 150 seconds. Can you slow down? I guess if you get hit a lot. Crash it to less than 5 obstacles. Very nice. But that is all. Now there's probably lots of side quests again. But those are of no concern. See you next time for more Zenless Zone Zero. Why don't you rent a video?